GYMDAD Fitness. Today we have a review for Blackstone Labs Dust X. And if you're wondering why I have protein or pre-workout down from my little background going on here, I got some sample giveaways I'm getting ready to get going here. So just a reminder, rocking one of the shirts. Actually got the inventory right here. We got plenty left here. Still some oversized large dark wash shirts, and then multiple sizes in the charcoal black, which is kind of like the signature shirt. I'm just a little surprised this one was the last one sold because it really makes the logo pop. But 10 samples with all shirts. Just in the when you go to the gymdadfitness.com or GYMDAD Fitness, it will I did it so it redirects you, but it's through Big Cartel, a free website link. But anyway, all samples included with the orders, 10 samples, and just give me your range. Give me your kind of like what you can the most stems you can handle. That way I know I don't give you anything that like blows you away. And so anyway, let's go ahead and get into this Dust X review. So first off, flavor is freaking amazing. This was cool lime. I was kind of interested in this uniqueness of this one. I had one lime one by it was called Encore by Odyssey Supplements or Odyssey Fuel. I can't remember the exact. I think it's Odyssey Nutrition. But anyway, the cool lime kind of reminded me of like that popsicle brand. I think it was just called Popsicle. I think that was just what it was called. It kind of reminded me of like every once in a while they do like a limited edition like green flavor, and it kind of reminded me of that like rare, hard to get green one you'd have as a kid. Really, really good. Very impressed with the flavor. And wanted to mention something too. I'm gonna review this one on a Blackstone Labs Super Blackstone stack, where we're gonna combine all three of these ones. But yes, on another review, this is just the strict Dust X experience, but another review, we're gonna do this, I'm gonna call it the blackout stack, is what we're calling this stack right here. It's with the Arson Fat Burner, the Dust X, and the Hyper Reloaded. And it might sound pretty damn intense, but stay tuned for that one. It's gonna surprise you for sure. But this, we're strictly focusing on Dust X, because Dust X is a special product here, and I think it deserves its own format of a review. And so we're going to review this one as a standalone today because it deserves that attention. So like I said on the flavor, absolutely delicious. If you do snatch their Hyper Reloaded, this is, gosh dang it, this has got a little bit of bitterness to it. So I actually suggest, usually it's the other way around. You use the pump as a chaser, the pre, just down it like a shot. So the pre is actually extremely enjoyable, 10 out of 10. The Hyper Reloaded's got a little bit of bitterness to it. I think it's the horny goat weed in it. They have a test booster element to the to factor in for that one. So just a side note, really nice little pump formula. We'll go over that in more detail in another review. But this one comes in, let's get into the label breakdown here. This is a 1 scoop, 13.5 grams. It came in a little thick on the scooper. I want to say it came in when I weighed it around 4, maybe 15. It was like about 1.5 grams over. Citrulline malate, 2:1, 4 grams. Beta-alanine, 2.5. Agmatine sulfate, 1 gram. Tyrosine, 1 gram. D-methylmethylene, 750 milligrams. PEA, 500 milligrams. Caffeine anhydrous, 350 milligrams. 2-amino, 150 milligrams. Hygenamine, 75 milligrams, and then Herperzine A, 30 micrograms. So the keys to me for this one, when I look at this, it's like, yeah, you have the PEA. It's kind of like the what they call it, the love drug. Like it provides like a euphoria, but it's very short-lived. It comes in kind of quick and dissipates pretty fast. That might be something you look at. Some people are really I mean, it's enjoyable because it kind of like gets you going early. I've said many times before, I kind of like that, like those pre's that like, you know, the euphoria kicks in. I want to be like feeling really good when I get my workout started, because once I get a pump going, you can usually utilize that to carry you through. But I still think everyone's eyes are going to go to the 150 2-amino and then the 350 caffeine. The pump matrix leaves some to be desired. I think that's why they came out with this Hyper Reloaded. Stacks really, really well with Dust X. But overall, like, you know, we're going to go straight to that caffeine anhydrous and then 2-amino. And so I've ran this one 3 times. I ran it at comboed at an exact level scoop, exact grammage, comboed with the Arson and Hyper Reloaded. And the first one I did combine it with the Hyper Reloaded too. And then my last run today, I did a massive heaping scoop of this one, because after my 2 experiences, I realized how damn smooth this was. And so I'm going to give you my breakdown on my experience today. This is snow cone approved, and at 25 servings, I'll take that, man. If I can get a pre-workout at this one's pretty affordable, pretty widely available. So you do a heaping scoop, you got yourself probably about 20 servings in this tub. I can handle that for sure. And overall effects time of this one. So this one's gonna come in within 15 to 20. You're gonna get that PEA, the caffeine anhydrase, kind of the slight mood elevation. It's gonna get you going, get you rolling, but nothing over the top. There's no like heart racing, like there's no like gotta go urgency. It's just kind of like it's very smooth, relaxed in the sense of like it's like okay, we got to get going now. This is go time, but it's nothing like a bottle rocket out of the sky. Like I'm shaking in the car and the way to the gym, I can't hold my steering wheel. I'm getting a little anxious. I'm tweaking out. It's nothing like that whatsoever. This is what I would like to call like just a can't miss, smooth, happy vibes. 100% of the time it's gonna hit type player. Like you'd suggest this one to any stim junkie, slightly experienced. If someone said that they could handle what is it? Can't remember. A Bang has 300 caffeine. If someone told me they could handle a Bang, I'll be like, and they wanted to try something to me. This would be one of those ones that you'd suggest. There's a handful of these ones, but the buzz is the key to this one. It is smooth. It's not like this out of this world, like in your feels, like thinking about like we talked about these pre's before that kind of like get you in your emotions and stuff like that. And then we talk about these pre's before, like you don't care who's watching in the gym, like you feel like freaking dancing. It's more in the lines of like it's just a clean, crisp, motivated, good, solid, euphoric experience. Like it's just enough. Like you're not gonna crave any more. You're not gonna like want anything less either. Like it's one of those ones. If you have a decent caffeine tolerance, you can heap and scoop this thing and just elevate that euphoric vibe even more. I wouldn't say it changes it like a whole letter grade as far as scoring goes by heaping it more. It's just kind of like you're just gonna get a slight bit more of everything that you got on just the normal dosage. And yes, it is like it's just this such a smooth, euphoric. I've ran this thing probably 3 times in 1 week, more than you probably should, and like it still hit every single damn time. Every format I ran this thing with, and I hit it on leg day. I actually did both my leg days this week. I spread my leg days about 3 days apart and hit it on both leg days, and then I started the week with it on like a heavy back day. This is what that pre is for. This is for me. This is like a good like this would be like a morning go-to, kind of in that lines of like just no drama, just every single time it hits, every single time it's euphoric as heck. It's nothing like bottle rocket to the sky, have you dancing like a clown in the gym, but then also have you crashing on the back end of this one. It simmers off very smooth. This is comparable to pre's such as BPI 1MR, Mesomorph, the Jack 3D. So I think Jack 3D to me felt more caffeinated. It felt a little bit more like, oh my gosh, we are freaking on one kind of feel. BPI 1MR is probably the closest thing I could compare this one to. That one I think claimed geranium extract. I enjoyed this more than Mesomorph. I will say that. I did a review on Mesomorph. Mesomorph was really smooth, very impressive. One of those ones that's flying under the radar. Dust X I would put this over that one. It's a really tight race between this one and BPI 1MR. Both are very heaping scoopable, both very euphoric, both they need more. They don't get the attention they deserve from the stim junkie community. I think it's because of the big name brand. We like to find those kind of niche pre-workouts as unique ones. It's hard to find ones, but these ones are the ones like if you're balling on a budget, you want to fork over a little bit of cash for a 2 amino type pre, and you want something that's going to be a guaranteed hit. There's always consistency among the batches. It's a big name brand. You can trust that it's got the goods because it's got years of amazing reviews, good feedback. And it's just one of those ones you can't really miss on. Sometimes when you're picking up an order, you're getting a slew of pre-workouts. You roll the dice on one or two, but you want one or two that like is guaranteed the pick because you cannot afford. I've done this before where like I buy like 4 pre-workouts, I get 2 sense of urgency ones, 2 really euphoric ones. I may roll the dice on one really euphoric one that's kind of got a mix of feedback, such as like Hive. When a Hive V2 was around, I was like, I don't really know about this one. I think I got BPI 1MR OG when I purchased that one too, just from the reviews. And yeah, it's just it's just a guaranteed. It's like we there's nothing in life's guaranteed. And when it comes to these pre-workouts, it's even worse, man. It's even more sporadic. We've seen how it changes from batch to batch. So to have something like this, it's an awesome bonus. And it stacks really, really well. And we'll get into that review. It doesn't need to be stacked. Absolutely not. Some people might think it's absolutely ludicrous. Like, what the heck are you doing making an already really awesome pre, stackable with other things. But obviously a stack with pump products, strongly suggest this hyper reloaded goes really, really well with it. I did a glycerol shot with it today for leg day. But that's on another side note, is the stackability of this one too. Definitely can throw some pumps on top of it. But plenty of caffeine on its own, plenty of 2-amino on its own, plenty of smooth buzz. I mean, stacking the arsenal, we'll get to that in another review. Not really necessary, but the way I had such a damn good time on a mass heaping with the arson combined, it really caffeine differentiation. I thought about it. I was like, nah, this is really smart. It really wasn't that big of a difference once I crunched the numbers. And so it's like, let's do it. Let's roll it just for content purposes and to, provide you guys some good research. And so overall score breakdown for this one. Pumps, like for what's in this is very simple, very, straight to the point. It still scores. I would still probably give it like a 7.5 out of 10. Definitely want to stack something on it, but on its own, it provides you it's a good foundation. It's a good starter with the citrulline malate agmatine combo there. It's like, it's just enough that like it won't be ludicrous to stack something like that's absolutely loaded on top of it. So that's nice too. The fact they give you a little bit to work with. Overall taste, 10 out of 10, amazing. Red bars, like one of my favorite flavors I've had in a long time. Overall euphoria, full green bars. Like it's so smooth. It's so damn good. It's consistent as heck from the first scoop to I've had this thing 4 times now. No, 3 times for this one. And yes, consistent every single damn time. As far as the euphoria goes, full green bars, tunnel vision focus, give this thing a good solid 8 out of 10. This is not gonna be the sense of urgency slapper, feeling like you're on a focus drug type pre-workout. So you kind of know what you're getting into when you purchase this product. This is not one of those types of ones, and that kind of goes with the overall like raw energy. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I thought it had really great pick-me-up with the combo of the PEA and the caffeine. Like the raw energy get up was just what I would like. Honestly, like we'll get into the arson review, but maybe you could add a little more sense of urgency, which then it would correlate to like an even higher, raw energy score. But we'll do a scorecard when we do the stack review as well. But overall raw energy, I'll still give this thing a 9 out of 10. Sweat factor, it was good. It was solid. I think anytime you have a good combination of 2-amino and caffeine at a nice dosage, you're gonna be feeling so damn good. You're gonna work yourself into a sweat. Now, was I dripping like on the way to the gym? No, not at all. Like which is a kind of a cool thing, I guess. So I'll give it a good solid 8 out of 10. Sweat factor too, and that wraps up the score for this one. This is pretty widely available. I'll put some links below. I think maybe B-Moxie might have it. We also got the NutriCartel GYMDAD code set up there with those guys as well. Or you can always go straight from the Blackstone Lab source. But man, you can find these Blackstone Labs products just about everywhere. But like, subscribe, and catch me on the next review.